Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jules. If you're new here, today I am going to be introducing a new series to my channel. It's going to be called Jules Unedited. And basically what this is real-time makeup with just minimal efforts. So it's going to be a raw and real-time experience. And I'll make a few tweaks just for clarity. The focus is on authenticity. So I hope that that's something you enjoy. Let me know if it's something that you want to see and I'll keep doing it, but I'm definitely going to try out something new. Another thing that I'm doing is called makeup therapy, and this is where I just do makeup and I don't talk and play music. So you can kind of zone out, just listen to music and watch me do my makeup. The reason I am introducing these things is because I don't want to lose sight of why I created this channel in the first place. I love makeup. I love creating art with makeup. I love creating, natural looks that enhance our beauty. And I don't want to lose sight of that. And so by keeping it real personal and just connecting with you all is really going to help me feel fulfilled with this channel. Also, in the month of December, I posted every day. So I will not be doing that going forward. It's just too much. I work 9 to 5 and I feel like I'll burn out if I do that. So I will be posting frequently and consistently, just not every day. So just be on the lookout for videos because I will be consistently putting those out. But I just wanted to talk about those two series that I'm introducing to my channel. With that being said, today we are going to be doing a mocha inspired makeup look, and this is inspired by the Pantone Color of the Year for 2025, which is Mocha Mousse. Last year was Peach Fuzz, but on the screen here I'll put Mocha Mousse. It's just a rich chocolatey color, and I'm so excited to create a makeup look that helps you kind of visualize what a chocolate mousse would look like on your face, basically, if that makes sense. This is going to be so awkward because I can't edit this out, but it's all part of it. So these will be a little bit longer. There's no rush, no filters, no edits, nothing. Maybe a few edits, like I said, here and there, but mostly just raw and unfiltered. So without further ado, let's get into the makeup. So I'm going to start with the eyes. And I'm going to be using the Merit Solo Shadow in the shade Vachetta. It looks like this. I thought this was the perfect thing to start with. Oh, by the way, I also did my brows off camera. I used the Urban Decay Brow Blade, and then I used a L'Oreal eyebrow gel. And I'll get the name of it in just a second. So I'm just spreading this all over. And also I link all of the products in my description. So if you ever need to know a shade name, you can find it there. Because sometimes I will miss saying that. Okay, the fire alarm's going off, so I do have to edit this out. Okay, I'm back. So ironic that I decided to do an unedited series and then the fire alarm goes off. So clearly I had to edit that out because I had to exit the building, but I'm back and let's just get into the makeup. So I started with the Merit Solo Shadow in Vachetta, which is kind of like a caramel brown shade. And that's just going to be the base for my eyeshadow. And then I'm going to use the Makeup by Mario original Master Mattes palette. And I'm going to use the shade right here. So I'm going to use that in the crease pretty lightly because it's kind of a darker shade. So I'm just going to take my brush and just tap off the excess on my hand and then put that in my crease just to deepen that up and add a little bit of dimension. I'm out of breath because we walked up the stairs. I figured let's just get a little bit of a workout, while we're at it. If we have to leave the building in the morning. It's Christmas morning, actually, when I'm filming this. Somebody was probably cooking something and burnt it, or a kid got a toy and it set off the fire alarm. I have no idea. I just think it's pretty funny. least I got out there and we kind of conversed with the neighbors a little bit. So that was fun. All right, so I'm just deepening this. Now this is just really kind of awkward at first, probably with the unedits, but I'll get used to it over time. And hopefully you like this style. It'll definitely be easier for me because then I won't have to really edit the video, which is nice. I'm keeping the eyes pretty minimal. I'm actually going to just contour the eyes a little bit with the Danessa Myricks Groundwork palette. I love this. It's so versatile. I'm going to use the shade Chisel, which is this one right here. And it has a powder and it also has like a pomade. And I'm using the powder side just to chisel out my, what do you call it? Crease. I don't really want to I don't want to go overboard here. I'm going to bring that in a little bit right here just to connect everything. All right. And then I'm going to use my Dior Backstage 001 Nude Essentials palette, and I'm going to use this shade right here. It's described as a beige shimmer. And I'm just going to use that with a Refer brush, the number 27 brush, and put that in the inner corner. So one of the things that's going to be hard for me about editing is sometimes I have to like clear my throat a lot because I have asthma and I just get like coughs sometimes. So I may edit those out if I'm having like a coughing attack or something, but other than that, like I said, just very few edits. And so, yeah, the makeup therapy videos that I was kind of talking about earlier is inspired by my anxiety. So after I had brain surgery this past summer, I experienced worse anxiety than I've ever had in my life. And makeup is a way that I can escape and just zone out. So that's where that series was inspired from. And hopefully it can do the same for you. If you do struggle with anxiety, just sometimes just sitting there zoning out, not having to think about anything can really help calm the nervous system down. So hopefully that will be enjoyable. I know it's enjoyable for me, so I hope the same for you. Okay, we can go back to the eyes, but I want to use a little bit of color corrector, so I'm going to use my Natasha Denona color corrector, which I always use. You'll probably see me use this in almost every video. I'm going to try some new ones soon, but I'm trying to kind of slow down with the spending right now. So I'm using up what I have, and there's nothing wrong with this color corrector, so I am going to use it. You know, I think after the holiday season, we just get so wrapped up in all the new releases and we just want to buy everything. So I need to slow down a little bit. But part of, you know, my YouTube channel is showcasing high performance makeup, and that involves me testing them out. So that's why also I do provide links in my descriptions, not only for your convenience, but also because I earn a little bit of commission, and I will use that money to buy a product so that I can test it out and use it on my channel. So I've linked everything. I link everything in every video, so you can easily find it. And you know the names and you know exactly what products I'm using. And yeah, like I said, I get a small kickback. So it's a win-win for both of us. Then I'm going to use my Natasha Denona concealer. This is the High Glam concealer in N5. This is a perfect match for me. This concealer is very creamy. It's high coverage, but it doesn't make you look cakey or anything, because usually when you think like high coverage or creamy, you think, oh my gosh, that's gonna make me cake up, but it doesn't, because I'm in my, you know, mid 30s, and my eyes, you know, they're not like they were when I was younger. So I look for medium to high coverage because I do have discoloration under my eyes. So this really takes care of that for me. Okay, I'm just gonna use my beauty blender to blend that in a little bit more. For foundation of choice today, I'm gonna use my Lancome foundation in the shade 300N. This has been a foundation I've used for many, many years. It's a very reliable foundation for me. It doesn't make me break out. I have acne prone skin, so I'm very picky when it comes to complexion products, skincare, things like that. My skin is not perfect. I have melasma, so I like to use like a medium, sometimes full coverage, but I do love my skin tints as well. So this one's a good medium. You can build it up to full coverage if you want. So I'm just going to take a paper towel and wipe off the excess, and I'm going to use my beauty blender to blend this in. So it blends in so nicely, it leaves a great natural finish on your skin. It's not too matte, not too dewy. I do have like normal to dry skin. If I don't use any, like the way you can tell if you have dry skin is like if you get out of the shower and like after you wash your face or something and you don't put anything on, if your face feels like it's like the Sahara Desert and you absolutely need to put something on it ASAP, then you have dry skin. Hopefully that was a good analogy, but I don't know. It may not have been. I have something in my eye. And I went outside and my hair got all frizzy. It was nice before I touched it up before the video, but I live in a humid climate, and even though it's winter, it's still humid a little bit, and I can tell in my hair because I have kind of coarse hair. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We're not here for perfection, right? This is, you know, real life. So for my contour today, I thought this was very mocha inspired, and actually the description of this product is a rich mocha. This is Truffle by Westman Atelier, and this is the mini version, so you don't have to spend a fortune. You can get the mini, because I know Westman Atelier is kind of expensive. And so I just got the mini of this because I typically use Biscuit, but because we're doing a mocha inspired look, this was the perfect product, I thought. So we'll see how this all comes together at the end. And I'm going to use my BK Beauty 106 brush to blend this in. And I'm just patting that in my skin. If you haven't used the Westman Atelier contour sticks, I would highly recommend them. They just blend so nicely into the skin and leave a beautiful finish. I think this is like the perfect color. You're gonna hear me breathe and cough. All the things. Hopefully that doesn't bother you. I'm trying to think. I had a few questions come in because I had asked on my community tab some questions and also my Instagram. And some of the questions were like what my favorite brushes were. And I will list off brands that I love. BK Beauty, Refer, Morphe, Real Techniques. What else? Those are the main ones that come to the top of my head. I like Hourglass, Makeup by Mario. And then like I have like random brands here and there. Like when they launch a product, I'll buy the brush because I'm a sucker. But those are the main ones. And I really love, so my favorite Refer brush is the 25. This is the bronzer brush, and I really love the BK Beauty 101. I love this 106 brush, especially for blending out cream product because they're synthetic hairs, so you can use it with cream or powder, which is really nice. Same with the Real Techniques. The rougher ones, I believe, are like natural. I could be wrong. They work well with both, but I think they work better with powder. And then, like, I think another question I got was, why do I love makeup, or what inspires me to get into makeup, or something along those lines. Actually, I can look it up. Let me see here. I screenshotted it. But basically, before I find this, I find makeup an art. Like, you can create art with makeup. I don't do it just for like the vanity. I do it because I can't really find the question, but I know it was something along those lines, like what inspires me to do makeup? Like, why do I like it? And it's because, yeah, it's just art, and I can play with different colors. I love color theory. I think it's so interesting. That's why I like making different makeup looks. And yeah, that would probably be the biggest thing. Also, it's very therapeutic for me. Like I said earlier, like I just zone out and just forget about my worries. So I'm going to be using the Rhode Pocket Blush in Freckle. Just gonna use that. This is not very brown, but I think it'll go well with Truffle. And I'm gonna use a powder blush over this. But yeah, this might be a little bit too peachy, but I can add in a little bit more Truffle just to balance it out. So these videos are going to be a little bit longer. So usually I like watching these videos like when I'm doing something else, like if I'm doing like laundry, or I'm just like sitting there on my phone. I just let these videos like play in the background, or you can like intently pay attention, which is always appreciated. Also, I always want to hear from you. Like, I want to hear your favorite products, techniques, anything. I want this to be a community, and I want to share our love for makeup and beauty. That's why I started this channel, like I want to have that community. I work from home, so I'm by myself a lot at home, and just being able to have that community and be able to relate to people who have the same interests is a big thing for me. So hopefully you feel the same, and I think it's just really nice to hear from you guys. So I just added a little bit more of Truffle in there because I don't want to lose that brown tone that we're going for. And sometimes I'll do my concealer before blush, but today I decided not to. And now I know the Givenchy powder is reformulated, but I still have this big thing left, so I'm going to use it. I'm really sorry, but I heard the reformulated one is not as good. I have not tried it myself, but I heard it's not as good. But I need to use this one, and I love it, so I'm very sorry that it's not available in the old formula. Maybe I will try the new one in like a mini if they have it, but this is a very expensive powder, so I'm just gonna use up what I have for now. But another comparable product is the Huda Beauty loose powder. It's a good one. And then I heard the Makeup by Mario one's good too, but I have not tried that. So I'm just kind of blending this. I don't know. I always feel like this area always looks kind of patchy on me. I'm going to take a little bit of this powder and do a light dusting over everything we just did, because I'm going to go in with a powder blush and bronzer. Okay, so for powder blush, I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty Baking Cakes. Like, how perfect of a color is this for Mocha Mousse? I'm just going to use the same brush here and just put that on. I feel like this is a really good shade. And I plan to do more Mocha Mousse looks because this is one of my favorite colors. I am a autumn season, soft autumn to be exact, in my color analysis report. So browns suit me very well. And I also just feel like it's a calming color. It's very earthy, neutral, and it's a little bit leaning warm, but it's just a beautiful shade. I'm so glad they chose this. Oh wow, I just realized I did not blend this out. Sometimes I forget to do that. Oops. All right. This hair is just out of control. Alrighty, so let's do lips. I know I'm kind of jumping around, but sometimes when I do my lips, it like helps me determine what else I need to touch up on my face. I'm going to use the shade Chiseled from this palette, the Danessa Myricks palette. It's right here. And just contour my lips. This is such a wonderful palette. I featured it in my favorites because it's really so versatile. And I just love how you can contour and use it it's just so beautiful. I'm going to use the shade Bark to deepen that up. It's like this darker, rich brown. And I'm kind of bringing that in a little bit on my lips. That's pretty. I'm trying to stick with this Mocha Mousse color. That's the cool thing about this palette too, is you can like mix and match different colors to get your desired result. I am going to use a little bit of the Truffle contour stick. I love using products for like multi-use. So I love multi-use products. My lips are a little dry right now. There we go. Ooh, I think that's so pretty. I don't want to like go overboard with this look. I just want to keep it really monochromatic. I'm going to add a little bit of bronzer. I'm going to use my Gucci bronzer in the shade 03. This has more of like a golden undertone, but I feel like it goes with the look. I don't want to make it too golden because I don't want to take away from like that rich brown shade that we're going for here. But I think this could really just warm up the face a little bit more and tie everything together. Let's move into eyes. So we're almost done. And I may put a gloss on my lips because they're really, really dry. So I'm going to curl my lashes with the Rephr eyelash curler. I usually hold this for 20 seconds per eye. It's really awkward just sitting here. Usually I edit this out. So I'm contemplating using lashes today. I'm not sure if I want to or not. Like I roughly hold it for 20 seconds. It may not be exact. But I know I want to use a brown mascara. And I don't know if I want to go in with lashes first and then the mascara. I'm really intimidated to do lashes on camera, but 2025, we're going into this year challenging ourselves. So I'm going to use these Ardell accents, and they look like this. They're just like half lashes. So I'm going to use this before I put on my mascara, actually. And I'm using the Kiss eyelash glue. Looks like this. I got it on Amazon, super cheap. It does not irritate my eyes. I have very sensitive eyes, and it does not irritate them. So I'm gonna let that dry a little bit for like 20 seconds. I guess that's like the magic number. And these are a little bit easier to apply because they're half lashes, but I don't like doing it on camera because I like make weird faces and things like that, and I play with my hair too much, so I always edit that out, so it's just funny. Okay. I need to like bring my mirror close or something. I need like 2 hands to do this. All right, so I'm just going to place it down. And then I'm going to use this little tool here by Tweezerman to move that to where I want it to be. It's like it's too much on the outer corner right now. I'm gonna move it more in the middle. Okay, I think that's good. And I will fill in the rest of the lashes with mascara, but I'm gonna let that dry first. Let's do the other one. And then after this, all you really need to do is liner, and we're pretty much done. And mascara. So I'm just gonna let that dry. All right, so I'm just gonna move that in. Hopefully you can see this. Okay, let me just look at that closer. I'm just pinching it together to mesh it with my natural lashes. So I'm pinching it in with my fingers. So this kind of elongates the eyes. It's very natural looking, but it does make an impact. So I'm going to use my Lancome mascara. This is in the shade brown. It's the Lash Idole. Looks like that. I think the brown color is perfect for this look. So I want to fill in this sparse area here. And then just use it at the base to combine my natural lashes with the false lashes. I have like a gap in this lash. I don't know what's going on there. You ever get that where you have like a gap between your lashes? It's like missing a hair. I'm using lash serum. I'm using the Swede lash serum, and I think it's helping, but man, it's only been like a couple of days, so it's too early to tell if it's working. I'm trying to separate these. Another way you can separate is with like a clean spoolie. So let's see if we can make that happen here. So I'm gonna take my clean spoolie and just try and, yeah, that made a difference. Okay. Still feel like I need more there. Just building it up a little bit more. And I'm using like the tip of the brush. Actually, let me try the back of the brush. No, the tip of the brush worked better. for these ones in the front here. Okay, now they're getting a little clumpy because I'm going overboard. So I'm going to use my spoolie again and just separate those. I feel like that's good enough. It's not perfect, but it's good enough. Sorry, I keep playing with my hair a lot. It's really bothering me that it's kind of frizzy right now. What else? I feel like this is a good look here. Let's do liners. So I'm going to use the MAC Costa Riche. Look at that color. It's like perfect for this look. I'm just going to line the upper lash here. Very close to the lash line. And I'm going to do a little bit of a wing. I'm going to use a brush to help us out here. So this is a Morphe brush. There we go. Just a little wing. Switch sides. Okay. And then just use the brush to spread that out. I'm just going to use my fingernail to clean up these edges a little. I'm going to go over that liner and set it with the shade Harvest, which is right here. From the Danessa Myricks palette. It's just the powder side. I'm just going to use that to set it a little. My camera stopped recording, so I had to restart it. Okay. And then I just want to take a little bit of color under the eyes, just to kind of balance things out. I'm going to take my Makeup by Mario palette and use this one right here, which is what we used earlier. I just need like a little brush though. Just gonna use a little bit. Don't want this to be too strong, but I definitely want to tie in the look and make it look more balanced. I'll use my finger. There we go. Little Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. And of course, my fan. Got this on Amazon. All right. This is the finished look. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you all. I hope you have a wonderful holiday, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.